that is used for symbolic mathematics, for symbolic computations, for all that computational mathematics you can say on, right? So presenting up the things in a computation format or in CAS format, right? So what are those things I'll be discussing up in like next to next, okay? So when we say what is symbolic computation, this simply is a symbolic computation library, right? You represent your mathematics things in some symbolic factors, okay? So what is symbolic computation? This deals with the computation of mathematical objects and you say it deal with symbolically, right? So like if I want to write x is equals to 2 by 5, then I should write it exactly as 2 by 5, not as like in some point values. If I write 1 by 2, I don't want it as point 0.4, 0.5, sorry, right? I want exactly as 1 by 2, not as 0.5. So that is what we try to say as a symbolic representation, not as a calculated values, right? So that is like symbolic representation. So this means that the mathematical object are represented exactly and not approximately the values are given, right? And the mathematical expressions are given with can be given with some unevaluated variables which are left in the symbolic form, or like what we say the algebraic form and all. Okay, fine. Like, so there are some dependencies, like not a lot of dependencies. You can take it, like you can compare it with the NumPy and you can compare it with the maths and all. Okay, so let's import those things. So I'll be importing up the three packages. So I import simply and I write that from simply I'm going to import everything. And why I'm writing it like this? Okay, let's just state it first as SP. So three packages I'm installing up there now. Okay. Now, once you install all the things, right? Now, quickly going up with the thing, what the computational things are there, what does this means, right? So this works in a CAS format. When I say it CAS, what is that CAS? That is a computer algebra system, right? Which evaluates the algebraic expressions exactly and not approximately using the same symbols that are used in you say a traditional manual method, like kind of that. Okay, right. So these three things are to be there to first install up, and right. Let's just think, right? What is the square root of 64? Now in today's session, see guys, this is a total like today or tomorrow or day after tomorrow. We'll be going within 3 days, okay? And it will be a kind of an like a two-way communication here right now. This means that I'll be asking questions with you immediately, okay? Like because this is going to be some sort of mathematics, right? So that is important, okay? So I'll be just asking a few bit easier questions will be there, and you would have to answer it quickly. And same time, see, in the simply it is very important to make a practice of the things. So, like, how many of you uh, do classes on phones and uh, do the same practice at the same time? How many of you practice at the same time? Sometimes on phone, sometimes. Okay, so for now, presently, how many are doing? No one. Okay, see, guys, from tomorrow you do one thing. Okay, okay, Shadam is saying, right? For this particular library and for the pandas and all, I'm saying, from tomorrow, what you do is like you attend the classes on your mobile phones, okay, and try to solve other things on the laptop because this is important, and this is which is not used as a compulsion part, as an important part anywhere else, but this can be used to solve a lot of problems, to make it in a very cool way, right? So that would be much easier for you, because I have got to know, right, with the various because this library I have taught in various places, right? So students have problems like they understand the things in the classes, that is well okay. They also get and understand with the videos, but what the problem coming, right, that when they try to equate that, when they try to write that, because see guys, you have to exactly write up the mathematic equations you get there, right? So like let's say that if I write a let's say if I write a differentiation questions on the internet, if I search for that, let's say I got an equation here that uh, given f of x is equals to 1 minus x square by 1 plus 4x square. So we have to differentiate it. You completely have to write this equation as it is given there, right? You completely have to formulate this equation exactly it is given there. Like let's say f and gx are both differentiable, then d by dx, and this completely have to write it there. Got it, right? So this is not the you can say the thing which is in a much practice with the students, right? You can do with the data sets, you can do with the plottings, that is much habitual things, right? And for this which is an unhabitual, right, because this is not used anywhere in the sense like this is not very common, you say, right? But it is a very important thing, right? Because as I say that when I learned this, right, uh, I tried this with my class 12 mathematics paper, right? And it took like 35 minutes approximately. I think 35 to 40 were there to just solve the complete paper. You see, right, that we solved a lot of questions. And recently we had just a workshop, a kind of thing at IIT Bombay. So we are solving the previous past year papers, some questions of the what came like in the JE and what they solved there, right, like kind of things, right? For the seniors and the juniors, everyone, right? So that was very easily just writing in some couple of lines that were being solved up. Okay, so that is very useful, and I want like whenever you attend this Simpi for the 3 days you are going to attend, right, Simpi. So it is very important like you attend on the phone and keep it solving me in a time, right? So that I could whenever I ask a question, whenever I say write an equation and all of the things, you can write quickly on there and you can just have a look, because then you are left after this you are left with a problem that so the equation is not coming. So issues comes even if you understand of the things still. So it comes with the practice if you write up the things accordingly. Okay. So let's start up with the things, right? So the very first thing, like if I say the square root of 64, right? You don't write it now, right? Okay, don't start writing. In the 3 days or in the any day, right? You start speaking out. That is much good, right? That is quite good, right? So one by one, you can just speak it out there. Okay. All right. So yes, what is the square root of 64?
8.
8, 5.
8, sir.
Nice. And what are the ways for finding the square root in the Python?
We can use the function sqrt in numpy.
Numpy, okay. One answer. Second answer.
We use the function in math.
Uh-huh.
Import math and then square root.
Math dot square root. Two answers. Right. Okay. Next.
Simply take a digit and then like c is equal to a star a, like that also.
Mm-hmm. Star a.
Means multiplication sign.
Asterisk.
Yeah, asterisk. Yeah.
Okay. So asterisk. What? Asterisk. No. Asterisk multiplication. No. Multiplication is wrong. Multiplication should not be done. That is something.
Then. Okay.
Yes. Anyone else?
So maybe even the math.power, like 8 comma 2, that there's one math function.
8 comma 2 will be giving me the square root. Sorry, the square 8 to the power 2. One the square root. Any other steps, guys? The very common. Why going with the libraries? Go with the common step. Go with the basic operator you learned in the Python. The very first arithmetic operators. Try solving with that. Answers is Ojas, Viraj, Arpita. Anyone? So hard. Go with the very common.
Maybe in the for loop, and we can take like in a range, like for I in a range, and then divide 64 divide by I and check if it works or not.
Okay, like you are going with the good thing, right? But you are increasing the complexities. You can see one answer 64 to the power of 0.5 exactly that I was saying. Use the common operator 0.5. What does 0.5 means? 1 by 2. What is 1 by 2? Something to the power of 1 by 2. What is that? Square root of that, right? Improve the complexity. Don't go for like enhancing the complexities. Go with the very smallest things you can find up there, right? So if I say the square root of 64, we have ways. 64 square root, that is 64 to the power of. So Anshu, you made a mistake there. That would not be a multiplication. That will be an exponentiation sign. Okay.
Yeah, means that only 2 times. Yeah. I mean, sorry, I communicated in the wrong way. Yeah.
Yeah. So 64 to the power of 0.5 should give you 8.0, or else 64 to the power of 1 by 2. You have to make it there in the brackets. You're going as 8.0, right? So the third step, someone say maths dot sqrt of 64, and someone said np dot sqrt of 64, and got the results. Nice. Okay. Simply in the simpy, okay, in the simpy package also, you write sp dot sqrt of 64, and you get the results. Now what you can see, can you see the difference here? So you are getting 8.0, 8.0, some mathematical values here, but in this case you are getting a symbolic representation, that is 8. Got this? Okay. The very first thing. Now if I say what is the square root of 9, no, not for 9. What is the square root of 8? One answer, quickly. Square root of 8. It's 2 root 2, yeah. Okay, it's 2 root 2, right? What is the square root of 8? Like what you write there. For under root of 8, what do we write? Where is that under root sign? Yes. For under root of 8, what we write? Under root of 8 could be
2.82.
Under root of 4 multiplied by under root of 2, right? We learned this thing in class 7, I think. Under root of 8 equals under root of 4 multiplied by under root of 2. That is 2 root 2 exactly, right? So if you find out with this, like 8 under root of 8 to the power of 0.5. So square root of 8, that is 2.82. Someone said, right? That is exactly correct. Okay, right? All right. So we got 2.82 as like the under root. But what if we can we say like when we solve some, let's say, rational number problems, in that cases you might have gone through with this, right? Under root of 8, under root of 7, and all those things. So did you made there 2.82 or you made 2 root 2? You wrote something like this there, remember? Right? So we are writing it as like this form in some root form, surds forms, not in the fractional, not in the float values, right? So how to get, so in the simpy or in the numpy, in any library you go, apart from the simpy, if you write np dot square root of 8, that is there, right? Maths dot sqrt of 8. sp dot no. Okay, so you've got all the results from the above. And we're getting the same things, right? Because that is exactly the same thing we are getting up. Now, what happens in the case of a numpy? Well, in the simpy, if we write sp dot the sqrt of 8, what you can see 2 root 2 symbolic representation, not a calculated representation. Got it? Right? So when we are solving up the things, right, we not always in every condition we don't want everything to be solved up. Something we want it to be represented, right? Why we represent variables? Directly to solve? No, we want it to represent with something, then we go for solving it, right? So in mathematics also, like we deal up with the things, we want something to be kept as per an expression, right? Not only for as such a values always, right? So this is giving you a result. What is the value of the square root? It's 2.82. And what is the value of this square root of 8? If we symbolically see of the things, that is 2 root 2. Okay. And why this is coming as 2 root 2 and why this is coming as 8 is the only difference is that in simpy, when there is a number, when you are finding up a square root, when if a number is having a complete square, right? If a number is a complete square, you will be getting the value for that. Okay, value for that. So that is like you have got here. But if it is not a complete square, you will be getting results in the root. Okay, in the root you will be getting up the results. Right, that is the first basic thing in the simpy I have given. Right. Now, what is the value of the cube root of 8? Answers.
2.
Nice. So cube root of 8, how should I write cube root of 8? Yes. np dot crt. What should I write?
So using an exponential like exponential bracket 1 by 3.
1 by 3.
1 by 3.
1 by 3, right? 1 by 3. Okay. So getting 2.0. Any other method? Either mathematics or in the square root in the numpy? Any other methods? I think Anshu said one method, power. Right?
So there's the function for cube root that's cbrt and p dot cbrt.
Where? NP?
Yes, np dot cbrt, cube root.
CBRT. 8. What is the fourth root? Okay, leave it. Right. So we are getting something right. Okay, so I have given you the hint of writing CRT. Alright, that's nice. Got it there. Okay. So square root, cube roots, fourth root, fifth root, and all, right? So in simpy, so you can see that I'm writing the SP, NP, and all. So to like avoid these things, I all usually avoid because right, see, in when you are working with a mathematics kind of thing, you don't have to like keep a main focus on writing up the library name first and then writing up the functions. You should be very focused on writing the function name, right? So what I will do is I'll be writing up two commands that from simpy I'm going to import everything. Yes.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. Actually, that CBRT one, can you repeat? Actually, I just had network issue.
Cube root.
CBRT one.
Cube root. That is a cube root.
It's a cube root. Okay. Cube root.
So what I have done is here, like from simpy import star, that is asterisk. You say that from simpy import all the functions, all the modules, whatever there it is. And from simpy.abc, import everything. Now, what is ABC? I'll let you know, right? I'll let you know what is ABC. That is basically used for defining of the variables. Like let it go for theta, A, B, C, X, beta, gamma, zeta, summations, whatever it is, right? Where is that summation gone? Yeah. So like all the signs. So I'm working with my keyboard here, not with the simple. Okay. Right. So cube root of 8. Here we write root of 8 by 3. That's it. Got it? Root of 8 by 3. What this means? That you want to find a root of 8 and that 3. That is cube root of 8. Root of 5. 6th root of 5. Got to understand what I'm saying? We're working with the surds. You might have dealt with the class 7th and 9th. Right? Like you get the questions in the surds, right? Let's just take it somewhere. I have solved the surds a lot. How many of you have studied from Fiji? Anyone there? Gone like in Fiji, Akash, Kota, anywhere?
So yes.
Okay, nice. So like I studied from Fiji. So what we were having, like a bunch of questions were given to us. Like in every phases, we were getting some lot of questions. And I remember like when I was dealing with the surds, when we were in the class 9th in the surds, we got around some 150 questions for the surds for 1 week. And one particular question was so tough, like in class 9th, it was like, okay, so this is what is the value of x if we write root x multiplied by root 18 by root 3 equals to 8 root 3. Nice question. It's nice, right? Root. What is the value of root 18, guys? What is that? Square root of 18. 9 by 2, 3 root 2.
3 root 2.
So 3 root 2 x. 3 root 2x by root 3. Rationalize and equals to 8 root 3. So that is root 3 into root 3, 9. So 8, 9, 72. So 3 root 2x equals to 72. Nice. Quick questions. Okay. So like you can write up with the root function. So I'm not going to write SP and all those things. So root of 5, and that is 6th root of 5, right? So if I need to find, like it is written root of x, that's nice. Square root of x, that's cool. Square root of x, right? What's the equation is there? Root x multiplied by root 18 divided by root 3. That's very nice, right? So what you do, you just write an equation. That will be equation 1. Now what is my equation? It is saying that there has been a root of x. So this is a square root, so I'm just using the square root function for now. So the square root of x is multiplied with the square root of 18. And this is an expression. So this is 3 root 2x, right? Obviously, you'll be getting up the same thing, 3 root 2x, right? And this is divided totally by root x. That was the question, right? So this is divided by root x. Root x or root 3, what it was? Root 3, sorry. Root 3. The equations come as root 6 root x. This is the left hand side. What is the right hand side? 8 root 3. As you can see the question's answers. Multiplied by the so E2 is 8 root 3. E1 is root 6 root x. Now, what is the answer, guys? What should be the answer? Can you say that root x is going to be 8 root 3 by root 6? So can you say your equation that root x will be equals to e2 divided by, got my points, e2. If you think LHS equals to RHS, going for now, just thinking, just to think practically, right? Imagine the things in like how you see in the Marvel pictures, Tony there, right? They do everything on the air, right? So imagine things coming in front of your eyes and solve accordingly. So E1, E2. So 6 root 6 root x is equals to 8 root 3. So root x is going to be 8 root 3 by root 6. So this is going to be the equation. 4 root 2. Now root x is equals to 4 root 2. What is the value of x?
36.
Equation square. Who said 36? Someone said 36.
Sorry. 16 times 2.
So root x is equals to 4 root 2 and so does x will be equals to 32. So question solved. Right. So what we were getting the questions like when like we were dealing up like the questions were something as root of 2019 to the power of 2018 and some kind of questions were there, right? Okay. So it's really bad questions were there for our time, like not a good one. Okay. So like we are having as a questions. So this is actually a long step. What we have done here, like making up the questions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a bit of lot of lines are there. Let's say an expression is going to be an equation, right? Just writing up the equation. So the equation says that your E1, whatever it is, E1 is equals to your E2. That's it. Your E1 is equals to E2. That is your expression. That means that 6 root x is equals to 8 root 3. So I'm just going to use the solve function of ex by getting the answers, that is 32. It's the power of simply, right? So you write the equation, solve the equation. That's it. Okay. But it should be very clear you are writing up the things. You are able to write up the equations carefully and correctly, right?
So how does that assume that x value?
Yeah. So
Like when I'm writing solve ex, so how is it doing? How is it doing means backend?
I'll go through the things. Okay, don't go for the ex and right now. I'm just showing you that you can. These were the basic steps. Like if you don't know any function like for eq or ex or like sorry the eq or solve function. If you don't know, then too also you can solve. But you have to go through a long of steps, right? You can see up there like 1, 2, 3. What I have done here, I have made two equations, like equating two equations, and the very next step is giving me the answers. So that is like what I have done is here. This EQ is one of the function which is used to equate up the equations. Equate up the equations like when you say x equals to 5. Can you say like if I say z is not z, what let's say CV equals to 8. So can you say if CV is equals to 8 or you say CV plus x equals to 8 or something like that. So if CV is equals to 8, now I have defined that CV is equals to 8, right? So like in such cases, if I say that CV is equals to x plus 8, right? CV equals to x plus 8, right? Now in place of x, if I want something else and something else in that cases, like if I say tan theta plus cos theta, let's say if I'm making it like this, this is a very practical example. If I'm saying tan theta plus cos theta equals to 90, that is a syntax error I'll be getting, right? Because this can't assign to an operator. If you're using plus and after that you are using equals, if I say that CV is equals to x plus 8 and that is equals to 9, that is an error, right? That is not possible exactly because you have one equated and again you are equating other things. So if you are writing, so remove this will give you a result, right? That is cos theta plus tan theta, right? So what should be done there when we want to equate up, like not finding the equations, right? We are just want to print it as an expression what we see of the things here. Got it, my points? Okay. So like we are getting up, what is that? What is written here? 5 plus root 6 by root 3 minus root 2. I think like this we might have done around 100 of questions like this, right? There was in uh, RD, RS, or we're having such question. 5 plus root 6 by root 3 minus root 2. Okay? Believe. See. 5 plus, yes, 5 plus root 6. Root 6. 5 plus, oh god. 5 plus root 6. What was that after? Divided by 3 minus root 2. Okay, that is the 3 minus root 2. That's why I say, because we will be solving a various questions over the internet, right? So it is important, because we'll not be able to solve it everything by seeing the videos. That will like go for a headache for you also. So it's 5 plus root 6 by 3 minus root 2. That's the equation. EQ. Expressions of, what is to be find up there? Is there any values to be finding there? Only rationalizing this. Okay. Multiply by numerator and denominators. Is there to be values? No, rationalizations is needed. So no x and y is there. Bad thing. So can we use this?
Root 2 minus root 2. It's root 3 minus root 2.
Yes, root 3 minus root 2. Huh? Okay, 1 second. Oh, sorry. Root 3 minus root 2. Thank you. Root 3. Expanding the equation gives solving the equation. Let's see what comes. Solve the equation. Yeah, we will not get any results. Is there any factorizations of this equation? Minus of 5 plus root 6 by minus root 3 plus root 2. Cool, that is only required for rationalizing this. So I think it's simplify all the equations, and that's the thing. Okay, fine. That is needed for rationalizing the things we don't want for the rationalization. If any solvations are there, so we can go with that. Where are those questions? I believe I might be having some questions of the surds. 1 second. Somewhere it might be the CPP, I think. Anywhere. No. See, like, so see, this is your assignment. Let me save this. This is your assignment. You will be solving this. I'll be dealing with the log, okay? And you will be required to solve this. Desktop. And this is log exercise. Surds, I think surds I am having. Okay, fine, right? So we'll be solving up the things accordingly. Like a lot of questions will be, okay, this is nice, right? Have you solved these questions like in the mathematics? You might have solved it, right? But how to solve this in the computers, right? What is the value of 7 minus 4 root 3? Root under root of 7 minus 4 under root of 3. 7 minus 4 root 3, and that's under root. So equating this, how you'll be equating up this? I'll be writing up that. If you have given an equation like this, under root of 7 minus 4 under root of 3, how will write 7 minus 4 root 3 and then whole under root of that, right? 7 minus 4 under root of 3 and then the whole under root of that. So the way of writing should be very clear first of all, right? Then you can solve or simplify and write all the things, right? You can find up the things accordingly once you define everything. Okay. Okay, fine. So like you have seen the square root. I think the square root is clear to you. You can take 2 square root 3, 3 something like that. Okay. So square root, cube root, fifth root, sixth root, any root. If you are getting any questions regarding the root, I believe that is good for you, right? You can solve those things, right? In Simpy, right, guys, if you have okay, so I believe that if you get questions from here, questions are visible to you, right? You can easily see of the things, right? Defining of the logs and all, right? I have some of the things I think in my drive I might be having. I'll give you that. So, okay. Solving it like what is the value of log 2, log 2, log 2, 60 is the base, right? Don't solve it with the pen and paper, right? Solve everything on the computer. Now, typecasting we have discussed in the Python. So we are going to discuss typecasting here too. So here guys, see if there is a number 32, I want a float of this. I will just simply write float of 32. That's it. 32.0. An integer of some float values. That's it. Very easy. Got it? Now, scientific notations, you know, right? What are scientific notation, guys? You will be recalling everything, whatever you learned from class 5. What is scientific notation? Oh God, answer quickly. Scientific notation, guys, you might have done in class 7th. Can't recollect. Oh no. Scientific notation, something to the power of 10. I gave a hint. Now answer. Anyone? Quickly, guys. You have 15 here. There. No, not 15. 13 there.
Could you repeat the question?
What is scientific notation? Give me any example of a scientific notation.
Sir, anything number to the power of 10.
Anything number to the power of 10. 6.5 into 10 to the power of 8. Thank you. That was the right thing. Okay, so that is like scientific notation, right? So if I say 1.33 multiplied by 10 to the power of 5. If this is my equation, that is 133,000.0. Now, if I want to express this in scientific notation, what should I write?
I think that arrow thing can be put 10 raised to 5.
1 minute. See, if I'm saying that there is an expression 1.33 and E5. What does E5 means, guys? If I'm writing E5, that means 10 to the power of 5. Got it? 1.33 E5 if I'm writing, I mean to say this is 10 to the 1.33 multiplied by 10 to the power of 5. That's the computer algebra, right? And if I say an integer value of this, what you are going to get? A base error. Okay. So what to be done? To write a float. Can you see the exact value given in the above statement? 133,000.0. That is the scientific notation. Got it, my friends? Whenever you have to write any scientific notation, you can easily write now. Okay. Now, so you have learned about the zeros, ones, and all. So let's see. If I write s dot 0, is that small letter? It is not defined. I have imported everything. Simply import everything. Yes. So this is 0, right? Similar to this, you might have seen the nans and all in the numpy. That is like NaN, nan value, nan 1, right? The very common one, half, 1 by 2, right? Now, let's say guys, right? Now let's say that we have written half. Now, if I want to represent it as 3 by 2, then what's the case? Representing as 3 by 2 is
3/4 maybe. I don't know. Means
3/4. Okay, like 3/4.
no. Sorry, 3/2.
Rational of 3/4. That's a rational number. P by Q form. 3 by 4. 3 by 2. Got it. Right? So, making something as a rational, right? Rational number of, what is the value of rational of 3 by 4 plus rational of 3 by 2? 9 by 4. So, solving of the fractions even. Right? Okay. Right, guys. Isn't it interesting or like something boring? Is it maths going boring there? Like I have started with the basics only. I believe it should not be a boring one, right? It's a very interesting library actually, because you go in your class 7, you start up everything what you have learned in the class 10 and class 7, right? From the class 5 or class 7, and you recall the things from there, because I'll be dealing with every particular thing you started learning from the class 7. Even you will be getting an assignment on algebra, on linear equations, and that will be given from the class 7 books. They have to frame the equations, write up here, then solve the equations. So that is rational. What it does, it gives a representation of a number in the form of a P by Q, and where the Q being a non-zero number. Okay, right? Fine. Now many a times what will happen, guys, like if I say that sine theta is equals to 4 by 5. That's an syntax error, obviously. So what I am what I will be writing up, that this is an equation where sine theta is equals to 4 by 5. So I can see sine theta equals to 0.8. Now the problem arises. Now if sine theta is equals to 0.8, then what is going to be the value of theta? Answer.
Sine inverse 0.8.
Very good. So sine inverse. So should I write that theta is going to be the sine 0.8? What should I write? Minus 1. Like this. Theta is going to be 1.339, something like this. If what is the value of sine theta then? 0.98. So here, see guys, we don't expect results in some point here now. Now we'll be using some function called as limit denominator. Limit denominator by 100. So we'll be getting up the results. What is the float? Okay, 1 second. This is to be a rational exactly. So a rational of this first of all, and then limit of them. So is this what we are expecting? 63 by 64? No. Right? Exactly. Let's say if this is 1 second. This is 5, 5, 3, and 4. Okay. So let's say if I'm saying this is 3 by 5. If this is okay, we have defined theta. See guys, so sine theta is equals to 0.6. So I should not write it like this, right? I will be writing a sine, a sine inverse of 0.6. That's it. So theta will be a sine of 0.6. From there we'll be getting up the value of theta. That's nice. So theta, sine theta equals to 3 by 5 and theta is equals to 0.64. Okay. So what is the value of sine theta then? 3 by 5. See, representing it now. Okay. So from the rationals coming as in the fractional form. So if this is the value of sine theta, what should be the value of tan theta? This 0.75. Finding a rational of this. The radians we are getting up there. Limit the denominator by 100. So tan theta will be 3 by 4. So what will the value of tan theta by sine theta? Now write up the things in the rational. Got it? Understood? So you can find various things. We'll be going with all the things one by one. Okay. Now also, like if you write rational of any string, let's say I have written 4.25. Oh, sorry, this is not capital. That is 17 by 4. Rational value 0.5, 0.2, 1 by 5, 0.5, 1 by 2, 0.3, 3 by 10, 0.4, 2 by 5. Okay. So, like if you want to represent something in a fractional value, you can easily write according to this, whatever you need, right? What you come with the things. Right? You can also write rational of 3 by 5, sorry, 3 by 5, like this. So if I say that this is going to be R, which is the rational of 3 by 6, if I say that what is every rational number, what you have learned, if I define a rational number, what is a rational number? Yes, answer. What is a rational number? A definition, just single line definition, what you have learned in the class 7. Answer.
Can be
In
expressed
form of PQR, in form of P over Q.
P over Q. So, an equation or like something in the form of P by Q. Fraction in the form of P by Q. Right. So, if I see what is the value of first, that is P value. What is the P and what is the Q? So P is 3 and Q is 5. Got it? That's a you say universal definition, P by Q. So obviously that implies also in this here. So P is your 3 and Q is a 5. Okay. If you want to find out like numerator and denominator, you can easily find with that perspective, defining it somewhere, and then you can try the P and Q and all. We'll be getting it accordingly. Okay. Now infinity, right? In NumPy, how we define infinity? Answer quickly. Huh? In NumPy, how we define infinity? NP dot INF. Remember or not? Huh? Okay. So here how we are going to define is like if I write S dot infinity. Symbol has no attribute of infinity. Why? Why this problem I am facing from last 2 days? No, it will work. Yeah, I knew, right? So, like this is your infinite sign. Otherwise, see guys, it's very easy, right? Double O and that's it, infinite. Okay. 2 dots and it's infinite. Got it? It's very easy. There are various symbols, a lot of things are there to write. All mathematical calculations, the signs and all. Okay. Alright. Fine. So this is infinite, right? Like you can, and what is in the complex, right, guys? Okay, 1 minute. If I say VC equals to 2 plus 3 plus 7j. Now, what is my real part and what is my imaginary part?
3 is real and 7.2 is imaginary.
It is imaginary, yeah.
How can I find it?
A plus IB form.
A plus I. How should I write it? How should I print that 3 is my real? Easy. For any complex number, if you want to see the real part of that complex number, write the complex variable and see.
Not real?
Yes. Not imaginary. Got it? Like dot real and dot imaginary will be giving you the imaginary values and the real values, obviously. Now, what is imaginary value? What you have read? What is imaginary value? What is that? What is under root of minus 1?
I.
Pi?
I.
I. Oh. I see. Pi. Okay. So, under root of minus 1 is I. What is that I? Iota. Very good. So, SQRT of minus 1 is going to be I. Also, we call it as imaginary unit. Right? Yeah. So also, we call it as imaginary unit, or simply if we write I. That is all here given as iota. We have a proof also for this, right? What this proof means? Square root of minus 1 is going to be I. That means I multiplied by I will be giving you the minus 1 iota. So that is like defined up here also, right? To go with the mathematics, complex numbers and all. So solving any complex number problem. Let me bring up some. Why this is. Complex number Vedantu values are better. Chapter 5 was that. So what's the value of minus 3 by 5y? Oh god, it's 5i multiplied by minus 3 by 5y. 5i multiplied by, what's that? I always forget the equations. Minus 3 by 5i, right? Is it so?
Yes, sir.
5i multiplied by minus 3 by 5i. That's nice. 3.0. Is that the answer? Where is it? Yeah, 3.0. Nice. I to the power of 9 plus I to the power of 19. I to the power of 9 plus I to the power of 19. 0. So you do one thing. So for practicing, see, this is one of such libraries that does not require any special practice, right? You take out the books of your previous classes, try solving those things. That's a very important. Try solving your current mathematics problem of your classes. I can give you so much assured that if you go in IIT examination, like, sit with this laptop. Say, don't give me internet also. Only give me my laptop and give me just 30 minutes. I'll be completing my examinations. That is so easy. Just only thing you have to frame up the equations. Don't go for the solutions. Write up the things. Make a expression over there. Solve this. Complete. That's it. It's a very easy thing. Okay. Okay, we have got something good one here. What is that? Solution is quite big, hence and all. It's going to be, oh god, it's nice. 1 by 5 plus I. Okay, these are very easy questions. Is there any hard questions there? Find the multiplicative inverse of each of the complex number given to the exercises 11 to 30. 4 minus 3i multiplicative inverse. So you should have to know that what is multiplicative inverse, and then you can frame up the equation. And so does. So it was the easy thing actually. Convert. What is the last question was, what is 2 z equals, find the modulus and the arguments for each of the complex number from 1 to 3. So z equals to -1 minus I root 3, and then we given some of the things and finding what exactly is the finding of the roots. Easy. So -1 minus I root 3, and then according to compute it to find up the values, we can take it there. Alright, so this is iota and complexities. Now coming up to the variables, right? What are variables? We have discussed in Python. Variables are something which have some values, similar to mathematics also. In mathematics, these variables hold some values, right? So how to define up the variables? Here variables we call as symbol. Got it? We say it as a symbol. Now what are symbol? A very important class in the SIMPy library. Okay, these are a kind of an argument, or the functions argument you say, right? So you make variables with the symbols. So now if you want to declare one variable, you write it symbol just, right? Let's say symbol of x. If you are saying x, so x is going to be a symbol. So what I have done is you focus that I have written from simpy dot abc import everything. So what I have done is I have removed, or I have reduced the process of writing x equals to symbol and all. So I can just easily write anything x. Otherwise, if I don't write this, or if I'm just writing up x or y, if any of the things, it will raise an error that this is not defined, this is not defined. And I actually don't like these things, that this is not defined. So what I do is, I first of all write everything come inside there. I have a lot of spaces, you come there, right? So no need, I have no need to write up the symbols. But still, if you are defining one symbol, you can write it with this x, okay? And if you are defining more than one symbol at a time, so let's say you are defining y and z, so you will have to write as symbols, okay? Symbols of then you can write y comma z, or it's totally on your mood, y dash z, or things, okay? If I see x, it is an x value y, and so does the z, and that's it, right? So what's the value of a plus b plus c whole square? X plus y plus z whole square. Answer quickly. Many of you would be surfing now on the internet. U plus b plus c whole square.
So x square plus y square plus z square plus 2 x square y. Actually, I'm confused.
Can you repeat
2x square.
Okay, I'm writing the equation. You just say me the answer. X. Where is that? X square plus y square plus z square. This is the equation. Answer. Oh, sorry. 1 minute. X plus y plus z whole square, I said. Answer.
It's x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2xz.
Sure. That's it. Sure. Okay, Ojas, are you sure this is your answer? Should I lock your answer? Okay. So she's saying that the answer should be x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So see guys, like for those also who are not from a mathematics background can have a good hands on mathematics. How? Let's say, so I can see that from 13 only one student has gave the answers of x plus y plus z whole square. Okay. Now next questions I'll be
Sir,
asking.
I'm not from maths background. I'm from commerce background.
Very nice. Nice. That's good, right? How many of you from mathematics? I let me guess. Abhinav from mathematics, Viraj from mathematics, Arpita from mathematics, Anshu from mathematics, so Dakshina from mathematics. Okay, let me see if my guesses are right. Abhinav correct. Okay, correct. Two guess. Okay, let's see my prediction. Viraj, which background? Mathematics. Say yes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Three. And Piyush. Piyush, say yes.
Sir, commerce.
I got wrong. Okay. Anshu, mathematics? I knew answer, was not sure. Mathematics background, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm a good predictor, right? So because that's nice. Okay. So see, guys, like, what is the? I can see a lot of you have answered me, right? So what is the value of x plus y plus z whole square now? Anshu was not sure. He was saying this answer. So see, guys, if you don't know the answer, it's very easy. Write and expand that equation like x plus y plus z whole square. X square plus 2xy plus 2xz plus y square plus 2yz plus s square. That's it. For any algebraic equation or any trigonometric equation, calculus equation, anything if you don't know, it's very easy. Write expand and it will do it for you. Okay, let's see. So what is the value of a plus b to the power of 10? In what different method it can be solved? In the class 11th, you might have one more chapter, binomial expansions.
Yeah, sir. NC0 a power 10 b
Okay,
power 0.
you try. Okay, you have 1 minute and I also have 1 minute. Let's see who comes first with the answers. Okay, your time starts now. Start. Let's see who comes with the answers first. I completed mine. I think it was Viraj speaking. Am I correct? Viraj or Abhinav? Abhinav was there.
Sir, yeah, please.
Okay. See, guys, see, it's very easy, right? So, for expanding any equation, when you have any equation you want to expand it, like anything, get your cube root, square root, like what is a cube root of a plus b plus c? What's it there? Cube root of a plus b plus c. What's there? Oh, sorry, cube root. I'm saying cube of a plus b plus c. Answer quickly, guys. See, you are very, what to say? Okay, leave it. I'm not getting that exact word. Some answers are coming.
Plus plus 6a plus 8 square plus b square plus 3 plus cube.
We got some answers, but exactly it was not clear. Okay, but okay, you said something. I got it. Komal, from where you are? You please write there because it's not exactly audible. Yes, let's see from where she is. I have a very good compliment for you. south, north, east, west. From the Maharashtra. Okay, Vardha. Right. Nice. You know, right? If you see the recording, right? After the class, when you look over the recording, try to listen up the recording. You will feel, see what happens. Like I was listening. I was like in the. It was like you see the movies. You see the reportings between the base camp and the army camps. It was quite exactly like that sound coming up. Like it's coming from their side, this side, and all. Okay. So nice. The I think that servers are not good there. So you're right up there. Okay, you spoke out some of the equations. I didn't exactly heard it clearly, but still, a plus b plus c whole cube. I think you might have said this. Okay, I missed one parenthesis, and this is a cube plus 3a square b 3a square c. Is this what you said? Because I don't know. Say yes. Obviously, you'll be saying yes. Okay. So see, guys, like whenever you want to expand any equation, even if you don't know, right? Because like uh, there are also students like who come from biological background. They also do things. They even don't have knowledge on differentiations, integrations, and all these things, but still they do, right? Because this library is giving you such advantage, right? To complete up all the things. Okay. So mathematics background, Abhinav. Okay, let's ask him a question. So Abhinav, tell me that what is the value of sine 2 theta?
So 2 sine theta cos theta.
Sine 4 theta.
2 sine 2 theta cos 2 theta. So 4 sine theta cos theta into 1 minus 2 cos square theta, or 2 sine square theta. Sorry, 2 cos square theta minus 1. We can keep on expanding.
Tan a plus b.
Tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a tan b.
Cot a minus cot b.
Cot a minus cot b will be cot a plus b into 1 minus cot a cot b. I'm not sure.
Okay, fine. All right. So see, actually, that is important. Like, it is not important to remember up the things, everything, right? You have this library. For those who are not from the mathematical backgrounds, can easily do up the things here. Standard deviations and all. Like, I'm very eager to know, right, what students do in the commerce because I am from science background. I see various things are there in the commerce sectors. They do some business analytics and a lot of things they do actually. So I'll be looking with the Ojas like what she's doing in the commerce. Okay, fine. So next thing, what's the time? I don't have any classes right after this, so let's continue. 6:51. Okay, fine. Right. So I was talking about the equations. Like once you define up your symbols, right, you can write it accordingly, right? So let's say that you are writing an equation like sine x cos x. How to write that? That's very easy. Sine x multiplied by cos x. That's it. Sine x cos x. Very easy. What's the value of sine square x plus cos square x?
1.
5. You said 5.
1.
1.
1, sir.
Yeah. So if I write this as sine square x plus cos square x, this will not giving me the result. This will not give me the results exactly. I'll be getting an expressions, just an expression like see. So I have to solve this. So for solving this, there are different functions. We'll go on that later, right? There are various functions for solving this up. We'll go on those things later on, right? Now, before going to that, now if we have learned this, right? So let's say if there is an equation of like if there is an equation Ex, and let's say this is b plus 1. That's b plus 1, right? Now if I say you guys that b value is 2, how you are going to find the equation of Ex. If I say the B value is 2, how you are going to find the equation? But not writing the B equals as 2. Don't write B equals as 2. Without writing, try to solve. Try to find the logic you learnt in class 7 in the linear equations. 4 methods were there. Recall those things. Let me give you that.
So b plus 1 is equal to 3.
See, I have got some names for this linear equation. Graphing method, it is coming in the bold letters exactly. That is the thing. Substitution method. Right? Substitution. Exactly, we are going to substitute here. We are going to substitute the value of b by 2. And that's the value 3. What is it? I was trying to show the methods. It is giving the exact method. Okay, fine. Right, guys? So for any expression, if you have such things and you want to substitute the values, right? Substituting of the values, b would be equals to something like a, right? And things it will be solved. So exactly to 6, right? So b substituting by 3 will be giving you, 2 will be giving you 2 plus 1 equals 3 exactly. Similar to that, right? If you say that theta is equals to something, you'll be getting the values, sine of this and cos of this now, right? Okay, moving next. Understand or not? Now, if I say a plus b and the square of this, that's there, okay? And if I say here, sorry, a square plus 2 multiplied by a multiplied by b plus b square. So if this is a square plus 2ab plus b square, are these two things equals? Are these two expression equals? Equal in value? Answers?
Yes, sir.
Why I'm feeling such network problems today? Only I'm feeling, or you are also feeling? Who said? Ojas.
Yes, sir.
You are from Rajasthan, right?
Yes, sir.
Now your voice is coming clear. What is being done? Okay, fine. So this is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So that's nice. So is this values equal? Like, is this equation is giving an equal value? Will the equation give the will be giving the equal value? Answer, anyone? Quickly.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So should I write this is equals to this? Will be giving the result true or false?
True.
False.
Huh?
This is false because these are two expressions. We haven't defined any values. How can be related to be true? So if we are equating an expression, we'll have to equate it. Who just got shocked? Okay. See, we'll have to use dot equals. So this equation is equals to this equation. Then you'll be getting the correct results. Got it? So when we are comparing two equations, like expressions, sorry, when you are comparing 2 or 3 equations or expressions, you use dot equals to find the things. Otherwise, you'll be getting wrong results. That is a very common mistake students do. Exactly. Because see, guys, you haven't defined your a and b. Have you defined that? No. How can you say that the values will be coming true? It's exactly right. So if we have defined a and b, then if we find out the values, then we can equate it and we can get true results. But now for this is an expression and this cannot be given as a true result. Got it my point, everyone? Having any confusions? 4 by 4, array of 4 by 4. Having any confusion? why this captions are turned on. Okay, now it has got the 1D array. That was a 2D array. Now it is like 1D. Alright. Fine. Next thing. Okay, so clear to you, right? Now if I say that there is an equation, a very basic equation, x square plus x plus 1, or let's say x plus 1 whole square. Oh no. X plus 1 whole square. This is x plus 1 whole square now, right? And now this is x square plus, like you say, this is going to be x square plus 2x plus 1, exactly. Like if I say, this is x plus 1 whole square. Now this, let's say this is equals to a. And my b is equals to x square plus 1 plus 2x. This is my b. So can I say a equals to b? Obviously no. So a equals b. Is there something wrong? A plus no. So actually we have equated with the variables and then equating other things. So if I say a minus b, what's the value then? I think I have done one error. A I haven't defined even. A x plus 1 whole square is there, right? So x is 1, x plus 1 whole square. Okay, fine. B is equals to x square plus 1 plus 2x. That's okay, fine. Now, why a value is not coming? Oh, so a value has not been defined, I think. Right. Now it's okay. That's why I was thinking that why it is not coming. So a minus b would be minus x square plus minus 2x plus x plus 1 whole square minus 1. But I'm not getting the result. Did I want this answer? If I say a minus b, did I want this answer? What will be the value of a minus b, guys? Answer quickly.
0.
Obviously. So do I want this answer minus x square and like that? So I want to actually solve this or simplify this in terms of class 7. So today we are in the class 7 now. Imagine, right? We'll be solving everything for the class 7 then 8. So like, what if we are in the class 7? What we do exactly? We do it to simplify. Simplification we say. Remember the things, right? So similarly, we are going to simplify. Use the simplify functions, and that's it. Result is there 0. Got it? Okay. Nice.
Yes, sir.
Now jumping to class 10. Coming up with, like, let's say a is equals to now cos x squared minus sin x squared. Yes, Viraj, answer. Oh no. Why this is plus? I'm writing minus, it is saying plus.
It's a double minus.
Oh no. Sorry. Yes. What's the answer? Cos square x minus sin square x. Answer quickly. Mathematics. Aryabhat's answer quickly.
Sir, 1 minus 2 sine square x.
1 minus 2 sine square x. Okay. 1 minus 2 multiplied by sine square x equals a. Cool. Correct. So if we write expand a, that will not be done. Why? Because this expand works on the algebraic expressions. Now what if we don't know a formula for a trigonometry and solving a trigonometric equations? So what should be done in that case? So expanding a trigonometric equation, right? Expanding a trigonometric equation. For now here we want to exactly solve an equation for trigonometry, right? So that will be trigs m of that, and that is cos 2x, which is also equals to 1 minus 2 sine, sorry, 1 minus 2 sine square x, like that. Okay, got it, my points. Now what is trigs m? I'll also going in that, right? For now just giving an like, don't go with trigs m, right? Only don't be confused, go with the simplify now for now. Okay, fine. So this is equals to cos 2x, also equals to 1 minus 2 sine square x, right? I'll leave it, it's okay. Now for equating any equation, I was saying that, let's say if I have an equation which says that x plus y is equals to 3. X plus y is equals to 3. Or if I have an equation, what is that? X plus 5y. Okay, fine. And this is like E1, guys, E1. This is E1 and this is there E1, you see your E1. Similar, we have E2 which says that 2x plus 5y is equals to well, nice. This is the two equations you have got. These are the two equations. X plus y equals 3, 2x plus 5y equals 12. Find the values of x and y. Answer. You have 15 seconds to solve. Quick. The very first step, what you are going to do? Think like a programmer, don't think like a mathematician. Yes. See, we programmers are always lazy, right? So we always find the things in the easiest way what could be done. Answer quickly, guys. I am having 21%, right? So till it will not be 0, I will be taking classes. Go on, quickly. Oh God, answer quickly. Started solving, pen and paper. I said that think, don't solve, think. Only see and think what you can do. You have got two equations. First equation x plus y equals 3. Second equation 2x plus 5y equals 12. What you can do?
So we can substitute y as 3
Very
minus
good.
x.
Very good, very good. Substituting the value of I as 3 minus x. This gives 15 minus 3x equals to 12. Solving this equation would give 1. Now what is the value of 1? Well, like what we have got the 1. That is, if we remove this, solve, we'll see the third equation, which would be 15 minus 3x equals 12. So if I say that solving the E3 is giving me x is equals to 1. So if I substitute in the first equation the x value as 1, obviously I'm going to get my y value, that is equals to 2. That's it. Done. Okay. So y is equals to 2. Or if you write E3, if you write x equals to 1, that's true, right? If E3 we are getting, right? So if we substitute in the E3 x equals as 1, so we'll be getting it as 2 result. So that is like done. So this x will be equals to 2. You have got it like x equals 1 and y equals 2. Got my points? Like guys, think like a programmer. Don't think like mathematician. Why going to be uh, finding the elimination methods or like something like that? Y will be 3 minus x. Substituting the results will be giving the value. One 3-line equation, like 3-line answer, not even 3 line. What is that? 1 line answer, that is, see, 15 minus 3x equals 12. Obviously 3x is going to be like 3, and that is x equals 1. That's it. Complete. Simple equation. Yes, confusions in the mind. Data science training. Yes, confusions are clear with the perceptions and all. Like, okay, so when you are going to solve from now equations, try to think the simplest thing you can do. And now I will be expecting answers from Amruta, Arpita, what is her name? Bhargavi, Desai, Bhavna, Komal was giving answers, but network problem, and rest all are giving. Okay, now I expect answers from you guys from the first 5. 1, 2, no, not from the 1, 2, 3, 4. The mid 4, right? Like the 14. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so from the list of 14, 3, 4, 5, 6 index number, you see your contents there, and the index number 3, 4, 5, 6 will be giving answers now. Next equations. Now see guys, if like in the Python you have learned that if you write any equation inside a string, if you write any number inside a string and you multiply it with something, you are going to get the string replication, not the exact values. But in case of the simpy, there we have a function called as simplify, not simplify. Okay, don't be confused. This is simplify. What simplify does? It converts your string expressions into the mathematical expression and then solves also. So if I write in a string 23 multiplied by 2, see, answers are there. So what is simplify of 23? It's a number. So simplify converts your string to a number form, mathematical number form, and then you can easily find out your answers. Okay. So my next questions to the index number 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, starting from Arpita and all, you all 4. Now you'll be answering this. Let's say I'm having one equation, and that is x square plus 3x minus half. My equation. This is my simplify. This is my equation, guys. Answers. Value for x. Okay. Find value of or x, right? Keep finding the value. Meanwhile, if I say that my x value is 5, what is going to be my answer? What should I write? If I define my x is 5. First 4, answer quickly. AB Sam, Amruta, Arpita, Bhargavi, and Bhavna. Answers.
39.5.
39.5 and making it in the rational. How we can make that? We have so many options. I just taught you now. Rational of 39.5 you said. That's a rational number. Rational of 39.5 dot limit denominator by 100. Okay. 79 by 2. See, practice. All put these things inside your life. The blood vessels keep going in your mind and mind. Okay. Call the function. It should come with a function there, and you should write it. Fine. So putting the value or substituting the value in the equation. In the equation, x by 5. Oh no.
Sir?
Yeah.
So what's the meaning of this 100 in the limit denominator function?
This is like round off thing. If I say round of 1, 2, 3, 4.45 by 2, what will the result? Rounding off with a 2. 1 to 3 point
Okay.
35. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Saying something. Returning answers 0.3 0.34 answer 0.34. Okay, I have got something 79.2. 0.34. She's saying her answers were 0.34.
Sir, I think she's answering for your last question that 1 to 3.4.4345 down to 2.
All right. So this works like I think I have discussed in the NumPy for this one 3, 4, 5. This works different in NumPy and in Brown. Mathematics it's work different and all, right? All right. See, when I say that if x value equals to 5, I think you might have done 5 square 25 plus 3 multiplied by 5, 25 plus 15, then minus 1 by 2, 0.5, right? Many of you might have done this. That's 25 plus 15 minus 0.5. 25 plus 15 minus 0.5. And then you came with the answers 30.5. But why didn't you thought of this one? That if this is your equation and you want to substitute the values of x by 5, you will be getting your answers directly in the fraction. Then you don't have to go up with this limit denominator and making it round. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now next question. This is nice. Nice question. Cool. See, this question is now equation. It's quite big question. Try to solve in your. Just say me the command, right? Don't solve. Yx plus 3y plus 12 by 21x minus 14y over rational of 0.5 and this with the equation starting with 2, going inside 2, ending with 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, no, not with 4, ending up with a 3, and that's it. This is the equation. 12 by 21x minus 14y plus 1 by 4x plus 6y equals to 1 by 2. What is the value of x and y? How should we find this total thing? Okay, coming to the previous problem, that was x square plus 2x minus 1 by 5, I think, sorry, 1 by 2, right? So in this EQ, exactly what should be done to find one single function which could find the value of x? What is that? Remember, for solving any linear equation, just use the solve function. So the values of x would be minus 3 by 2. This is one of the value, minus 1.5. Alright, let's make it as a rational. What is that? What is 3 by 2, right? Okay, 3 by 2. Hello?
So minus 3 by 2, you send the minus.
What do you say?
The negative sign should be inside 3 by 2, right?
Minus,
Okay, no, wait.
minus 3 by 2. Okay. 1 second. Okay, yeah. So, what you were saying, I was missing something.
No, so nothing. It's just
Rational of 3 by 2. Why I'm going to make it this? So minus 3 by 2, something like this. It was something. So minus 3 by 2 plus under root of 11 by 2, and so does the second thing is minus square root of 11 minus 3 by 2. That is minus minus plus minus. Okay, that's the root. So you got the values of x, right? And you can use solve method. So if this is an equation, CQ, this is an equation, and if I say simplify this CQ, what is the thing? What do you have got with that CQ? 69x plus 58y divided by 14, 2x plus 3y, 3x minus 2y, 3x minus 2y equals 1 by 2. Can you solve this? There are actually x and y. So with the x, the results will be like this, right? A quite big thing. So the result would be like it's a rational number and all. So keeping it in a simplify, and let's say this is one of the result. So if this is one value for x, we'll write simplify of this particular value. And if we don't want to evaluate something, we write it as false. Okay, so that to get the exact values as it is, so we have got to write. Okay, like if you write simplify of something, like if you write simplify of 2 by 4, what do you think, what you will be getting? 1 by 2. But you say that you want exactly as 2 by 4, then you will have to write evaluation. You don't want to evaluate it, that is false. So we will be getting exactly 2 by 4. Okay, so I believe that things would be cleared, right? So we'll be discussing tomorrow in much brief. Okay, let me stop it.